Okay. So the next thing we're gonna do right now, so what I'm doing essentially, I'm manually stimulating her, okay? Because even as you use the tools, you have to know how to also move your hand to stimulate the lymphatic system and help also dislodge, if you will. Again, some of the terms I'm using very loosely, and maybe help to mobilize the fat deposit. So the next thing I'm gonna do right now is one of my favorite tools is the RF. I love this, not only for mature skin, but also it not only melts fat, but it stimulates collagen growth. So for skin that is loose, wrinkly, we want to be able to make it youthful again. So now with this one, you're going to feel some kind of heat. Okay, and we go. Right. So again, with if you look at the movement of my wrists, and this is a technique that I use and also that I teach. It's all in the wrist movement sometimes. Well, I can't say all, there's more to it, but you want to get into those pocket of fat, melting it. Again, feel free to call us at Glam Care Body and Beauty Studio if you have any questions. I do leave my numbers and my website at the end of at the bottom. So if you have questions. Now, one thing I would like to mention, one size doesn't fit all. So having said that, not everyone is going to do RF. Not everyone is going to do cavitation. Not everyone is going to do wood. Now, it's a combination of those tools. There's also the laser lipo, okay, which is pads, laser pads that we put on you. It doesn't burn, just like this doesn't burn, okay. It's on the spectrum of laser energy, but it's safe enough for the skin, okay. And some people, all they need is just a wrap, okay, the sauna blanket, and they drop, poof. One thing I would like to mention here is, depends on what your underlying medical history is. Everything isn't good for everybody, okay? So that's why when you sign up for any of my packages or services, we have to do a medical history intake. That will determine and inform what treatments is best for you. And I will go over that with you. Are you feeling the heat? Mm-hmm. And sometimes what I do is I slow down when I know, we have some maybe more stubborn. I slow down, so I can direct the laser, if you will. Like I know this is one of the parts here that you feel. So even as I'm manipulating, moving this light, I'm also manipulating not only the lymphatic system, but also that fat deposit, okay? Now, there are a lot of skeptical people, and that's okay. A trial would convince you, It's either you do this or you do surgery. I will tell you this, however, there are people who do surgery who still come to us. Again, I tell people, the thing about the non-invasive services, it's like going to the gym. So sometimes it's like a cheat method, Does that make sense? So you can go to the gym and work 6 hours a day, 8 hours, I don't care, 12 hours a day. And this fat pockets are not going to go away. You need help. And the help is in two ways. Either you do surgery to remove the fat, or you come to spas like Glam Care Body and Beauty Studio to get rid of the fat. Okay? What are the two major differences between surgery, meaning invasive, and non-invasive? Oh, plenty. Okay? So let's just quickly go through some of the ones. Okay? When you do surgery, any surgery you do and you have an incision in your skin, it's room for infection. Anything can happen. Mishaps happen. Okay? It's a major surgery. Now, I'm not saying you shouldn't or that you cannot. It's a choice you will have to make. But just letting you know that those are things that can happen. Okay? Infection is one. Everybody talks about the downtime. You would have to heal. And sometimes it takes you about a year. And it's possible. So this is what I tell my clients. Is either you want to use a year, do the non-invasive and keep doing it like going to the gym, okay, and working on the abs and the love handles and the thighs and the arms and the chin. Yeah, it will take time. It's not immediate. However, those results you get, it's comparable to having surgery. It can be. Okay, now with surgery, you can immediately do the surgery. You can do the surgery. You see, results. Results doesn't happen immediately like that. You have to go through swelling. You have to go through the whole compression and what have you, and that can take anywhere. Like I told you guys, there are people still healing 6 months after surgery. They still come to people like us to heal. Okay, and then even after they've gotten the results, now mind you, they're not able to resume work, so there is that possibility you lose some your livelihood, like the downtime. You're just gonna, it's a reality. And so there are people, even after 6 months, they're coming to us and they still need nips and tucks here and there. We still use things like this on them to emphasize and to put finishing touches. I'm using that term loosely. When I say finishing touches, meaning it's like doing more. I mean, the surgery did its thing, but we're coming in and still making it tighter. Does that make sense?